Lola Alvarez is a devoted corporate person working in a mythos as pitch agent for wines. She aims to be the regional sales manager with her unique ideas and successful sales, even though her boss Calder is a stuck-up snob who makes corporate life suffocating for his employees. A chef friend and client gives her the idea of getting a contract for Mythos from Vaughn Wines and becoming a U.S. importer for this Australian company run by Hazel Vaughn. Lola's work bestie, Audra, briefs her about office gossip and Calder's usual demeaning attitude. Calder meets them and expresses wanting new ideas. When he leaves, Lola mentions a secret plan of pursuing Vaughn Wines with Audra. It turned out to be a betrayal of the century for Lola when she turned up to town hall the next day and found Audra pitching the Vaughn Company idea in front of everyone. Audra looks guilty, but who cares about that? Calder only cares about who put the idea first, making Lola lash out, giving him a reality check on his rudeness and quit the job. Later on, she decides to open her own small business of wine imports. It is scary for her, but with her dad's ultimate support, she decides to book the cottage owned by Vaughn family and find a chance to personally pursue Hazel for her small company. It is a far-fetched thought, but what's wrong with trying? Reaching the destination, Lola forgets the term privacy and enters the house in front of her, looking around the place till a guy walks in amused at her open trespassing. Max guides Lola out towards the cottage while she tells him to get her to meet Hazel once. Max is telling her not to have such dreams when Lola notices Hazel walking by and rushes up to her. She doesn't beat around the bush and puts forward her idea. Hazel is amused, but she wouldn't risk her company to a first-time importer. Hazel starts talking to Max about the new jackaroo quitting and them needing help in the farm work. Lola steps in, telling them she's willing to work for 2 weeks if it means proving her dedication to Hazel. Hazel takes her file, telling her she might look into it if Lola survives there. Poor Max is dragged into the situation as he's put in charge of training Lola. Max takes Lola to work right away and briefs her about the work during the drive, but she won't be doing the fancy sheep shearing. Her job would be grunt work and other chores. Max's car breaks down on the way, making them walk back. Lola realizes her entire persona is out of this place, but she doesn't want to reconsider, even after Max tells her not to get high hopes with Hazel. At night, Lola has her bed full of wires and devices, but she forgot the concept of overburdening an extension. 3 girls, Breeze, Sam, and Kylie, are her roommates. While Breeze is like a fresh breeze, the other 2 are a little rude and unaccepting of Lola. It doesn't get any better than she used up all the hot water, then fused the room when Sam was talking to her girlfriend Heidi. The next few days are just Lola being a klutz on the farm. Max has to teach her to mend fences multiple times. She keeps dropping sheep food while trying to pour it and mixes the mobs of sheep separated by color marks. She does find a new friend, though, a sheep she names Barbara Streisand. It isn't any good that she still isn't accepted by the girls around. When Max leaves her to repurpose sheep manure into a fertilizer, Lola is questioning all her life choices. After a while, Hazel and Max walk there talking about Lola when she stands up to come up front. However, she trips and the manure-turned fertilizer ends up splattering all over the 2. Before she can rush to apologize, she ends up slipping into the dump. No wonder Lola decides to give up for the first time in her life. She has to hitch a ride with Max to the city. The cherry on top? Her car breaks down and she has to return for the day. However, Max encourages her that she has the potential to not find her way and that there's a chance she might get heard by Hazel. At night, a sleepless Lola comes across the history of Sibylla's garden. Sibylla Vaughn's unwavering dedication to making what Vaughn Wines is today serves as the final inspiration for Lola to stay. The next day is a positive start, as Sam gives Lola a pair of comfortable clothes and Kylie lends her an extra pair of bunnies for comfortable walking. Max hears the entire story about Sibylla's backstory, inspiring Lola before giving her a hat as a gift, clearly showing he knew she'd stay. Much to everyone's satisfaction, Mythos is suffering from a lack of efficiency because hardworking Lola is gone. Audra is under extreme pressure after stealing her friend's job, much like she deserved. Lola is not only getting closer to Max day by day, but also getting comfortable with everyone else, also getting a seat by the campfire now. She even gets to finally be a shearer for the day. Max tells her that naming sheep is a big mistake, precisely because her Barbara is in isolation because he's going to be at dinner next Sunday. Audra can't even keep up with the onboarded clients by Lola, but unfortunately she gets to know Lola is in Australia. At night, Lola is out of town when she sees Max walking towards Hazel's house. Following him, she finds him in the swimming pool. He dares Lola to get in as well, as if the two of them live there. Swimming in the pool, the tension might have raised the temperature of the water. Coming back home, Hazel notices them but walks away with a smile instead of getting mad. Spending a day on a motorcycle ride, Max takes Lola to a hidden waterfall. During the walk, he tells her how he became a rebellious kid when his mom was sick with cancer and got his act together only after her death. Lola also puts in the request to spare Barbara from becoming dinner. As if Audra's selfishness wasn't enough already, she snitches to Calder about Lola being in Australia and knowing where Lola might exactly be. Breeze convinces Lola to hit the pub with them for Henry's birthday while Max is busy with Hazel. Lola tells her she'll only stay for one drink, but her one drink turns out to be getting wasted, dancing like crazy, and betting on a dart competition. At home, Hazel and Max's conversation reveals Max is Hazel's brother and a silent partner in the company. Hazel knows he's interested in Lola and wants him to be honest with her and maybe get involved in business with her. The guys at the pub end up getting into a fight. All of them are giggling crazy while the bar owner is complaining to Max about their troublemaking. As everyone leaves for the station, Lola drunkenly blabbers random things to Max, which he finds cute. The next day, Max invites Lola to come with him as he drives supplies to the winery, and then they camp together for the night. The conversation at the winery shows Lola knows her way around the wine and is made for the job she's been doing. The two of them have a cute day ahead. After watching a beautiful sunset, the two camp in a cabin where Max keeps looking for moments to reveal his secret to her. Lola unintentionally keeps cutting him off and shares the idea of a new label for Vaughn wines, Sibylla Vaughn's picture with every label telling a story. At night, Max flirts with Lola by pulling her bed closer to him for her safety before trying to talk to her. But Lola cuts him off by kissing him. The next morning, Max finally confesses the truth to Lola and how he feared her using him to get closer to Hazel, which is why he took so long to tell. Throwing a fit about being betrayed, Lola tells him they should leave. Coming back, Lola gets a shock after seeing Calder and Audra there. Calder tells her he'll be rehiring her as regional sales manager, and she'll deal with the Vaughn family. Hazel is positive about making the contract now. Lola takes Calder to a side and is in disbelief when Calder mentions forgiving her for her rude fit before quitting. That man's ego is bigger than a mountain. Lola rejects his offer and is professional enough to not create a scene about the reality in front of Hazel. Hazel apologizes to Lola, mentioning still choosing Mythos over her new business, but Lola is satisfied with her efforts and decides to leave. Max tells Hazel she's doing wrong, but Hazel tells him he got too late in both confessing to Lola and stepping into business. Audra walks to Lola, apologizing to her for betraying her under pressure. For some reason, Lola decides to forgive her by understanding her situation, but makes it clear they won't be friends anymore. After saying goodbye to everyone, Lola talks to Max, telling her things wouldn't have worked for them anyway due to their opposite lives, but makes sure to mention she never cared about his last name. A few months later, Lola set up her small company and surprisingly she gave Audra a chance to work with her. They don't have many clients yet, but she's satisfied. Vaughn Company is already calling off the contract with Mythos, something that was bound to happen. Lola has realized Max never lied to her or did anything too bad, but she feels bad that he put no effort to stop her. At an event, Lola and Audra are doing well on their own, but they need to have more variety of imports, something that's taking time. However, Lola didn't expect Max to walk up to her, claiming he finally stepped into the business and changed the labels as per her idea. He wants to work with her company, which Audra accepts right away before leaving them alone. Max confesses her don't-give-up attitude served as a wake-up call for him, and how he was a fool to let her go. With a kiss, all is forgiven. As Max says, the Vaughn family business is never short of one thing: happy endings.